Hello, my lovely more thoughts. Welcome back to my channel. ¿Cómo están? I hope you guys are doing amazing. Today we are doing a speed build. I've been MIA all week. I've been sick, so I feel like you can kind of still hear it. I do have my coffee ready. This is gonna be a long video. That was an awkward pause. I had to check the time of how long it took me to rebuild Vlad's space. But yeah, I guess we're getting into it again, back into the video. One more sip. I'm like I said, I feel like you could probably still hear it. Anyways, we are looking at Vlad's 2.0 house. I had to redo it. I had to redo this. It's a pretty bad build, and not only just me, according to Little Simsy as well. So
I think that one is the weirdest house in the game.
Yeah, this I've been wanting to do for a while, and I forgot to say that, the elephant in the room. Yeah, this is an effect. I got a Snapchat filter on right now. But this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while for my save file. If I didn't make this clear, this is going to be for my save file. This is available on Origin, so if you guys wanted to cop it, you guys can. It's up, it's available. My Origin ID is always down below in the description, in the, what is it? See more, I don't know what the little expand section, more info section, whatever it is. I always forget what it is. I've been doing YouTube for so long, but I always forget what it's called. Anyways, that information is there. It's at Jazzio1. I really feel like I should change it, but how the hell do you even go about changing your EA ID? I don't know if that's possible. I might look into that, but yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while. The build that EA gave Vlad, I don't think it's the worst, even though I just said it's pretty bad. I don't think it's the worst ever. I mean, it's still bad, but yeah, I had to redo it. I wanted to give him a castle, something that was very out there, daring, crazy. Okay, not that crazy, but something that was just more extravagant, I guess you could say. Something that looks cooler. And I wanted a castle. That was initially what I really wanted, and I feel like in the end it doesn't really look like a castle too much. I still call it a castle, but I think it's more ends up looking more like a manor and a mansion. So but yeah, I'm gonna call it a castle from here on out. That's what I'm gonna refer it to as being. So yeah, I was this build, it was very interesting because usually builds give me a tough time, and this one was pretty straightforward, which I found to be so jarring. Even for me, I was just am I doing this right? Does this need something? This came together very easily for me, and it's usually not the case. Yeah, so it was weird, but yeah, as soon as I just got going, I got going, and it all fell, the chips just fell where they had to go. All right, let me take this filter off first of all, because it's starting to glitch out. I can tell it is. So, and I'm moving at 20 frames per second. But it was a lot of tedious work, especially for the outside, so I might skip around a bit in the footage, but it's pretty much the same old, a lot of just landscaping. I wanted to create this moat kind of look, and the crystals are something that's a reoccurring theme, I think, in my save file when it comes to the supernaturals. So I think for the what's it called, the spellcasters, they also have crystals around their house. Something about the crystals, man, I think they look very mystical, and they're mystical beings, I guess, mythical beings. So I like that. So for the vampires, I usually do red. Red is the color for vampires, because blood, obviously, it's just a very gimmicky vampire color, so I like it. I go with red a lot. And then for the spellcasters, I've gone with purple. I've used a lot of purple around their house, so that'll be a recurring thing. And then yeah, I've also let me just not referring to the build But I got some news about the save file. I've gone ahead and it took me like a whole week, I think, when I was sick. While I was sick, I was like, I can't really do anything, can't record, my voice is like shot, but let me like just do something. And so I got to work and I finished all the NPC townies. I gave them and went in through and gave them all makeovers. Oh my god, it was so much work. But not only that, it doesn't end there. I went ahead and gave them all likes and dislikes. Yeah, I think that was it. But the different categories of likes and dislikes when it comes to colors, decor, hobbies. I feel like there's one more. Might be forgetting. Oh, music. That's the... Okay, so kids get 3, adults get 4 categories. Oh my god, I can feel a cough coming on. Sorry. Like I said, I was still sick, but I went through every single townie and I gave them all likes and dislikes because I was watching Carl Sims Guide, which I love, by the way. He reminds me a lot of Lazy Game Reviews, where he's very honest and in depth, and I just trust what they say a lot. But his are more in depth, and since Lazy Game Reviews doesn't really post that much about The Sims 4 anymore, which I'm pretty sad about, but it is what it is. Like, I usually turn towards his videos a lot more, and he was talking about how the likes and dislikes don't work as, like, I feel like they should, or like he feels like they should, just because you go around and you ask a lot of the townies their likes and dislikes, and they kind of auto-generate, but it's always like the same few ones, and I thought that was very disappointing. They are gonna update. I heard they're gonna update the likes and dislikes, which I'm just like, thank God, because going through all the NPC townies, like giving them likes and dislikes, you start to notice that there's not a lot actually when it comes to hobbies. The hobbies are definitely lacking, and like, trust me, I think there's like around 200 townies more. It's 200 plus. So if you go around doing 200 plus townies, you're definitely gonna notice some things. And like, yeah, it's just, I definitely think townies, they need, not townies, but the traits and the hobbies and skills and the likes and dislikes, they need to be upgraded for sure. Traits, I think they should have 5, and obviously I think there should be more traits in the game. It's like, everybody is kind of very similar. They're a little bit more distinguished now, but with the likes and dislikes. But yeah, definitely would like to see more traits and more slots available, like 5. That would definitely distinguish the sim. Also, more of the hobbies, because there are a lot that are missing. And what else? Oh, I also went ahead and added lifestyles to all the townies, so they have lifestyles as well. And I think I'm working on bringing other changes to the townies as well, like storylines. I don't know if I've said that yet, but I'm doing storylines for a lot of the townies. And since I finished Vlad's castle, I went ahead and just went through Vlad's story. I was like thinking about it while I was building this. I'm like, what should Vlad's storyline be? And it finally hit me, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do a Beauty and the Beast type concept for Vlad, and I think it'll work really well, because in the game he's just kind of like this annoying vampire that just goes around sucking people's blood, and it's like, he probably will still be as annoying, but I was like, let's just do something for him, because he's just very bland, one-sided, like one note. It's just, yeah, he needed something. So I was like, let's do a Beauty and the Beast concept. And like, it just hit me. I was like, one day Vlad was just like looking for some blood, right? And he comes across this gorgeous sim. She really is really pretty. It's a shame you won't get to meet her, guys. But I created this gorgeous sim, and I'm like, okay, so he came across her, and he was gonna have her be his like not minion. I don't know what they're called in the Sims 4, because I don't really play with vampires in the Sims 4. Like, I hardly ever play with like the occult Sims, honestly. But he was gonna have her be his like I don't know, I'm gonna call her a blood slave. Although that sounds, never mind. I'll just call her blood minion. There you go. And he was gonna turn her into that, but then he ends up getting to know her and finds out that she's pregnant, not by him, not by Vlad, don't worry, because let's be honest, Vlad's genes mixed with anybody, that's just a recipe for disaster. No offense. But yeah, so she's pregnant with someone else's baby. Obviously the father's not in like the picture. I could always go a little further than that, like go a little deeper with the storyline. Guys, let me know if you like got any other ideas for Vlad. But anyways, yeah, she's pregnant, he falls in love with her, and yeah, she stays with him in his castle. Eventually, obviously, she gives birth, but during birth, that is when she dies, sadly. So now Vlad is obviously super upset, miserable, and has to care for this child that is not his. But in the process, it could soften him maybe a bit. He could grow to resent the child just because, you know, obviously he loved his mother, but it's a constant not memory, but like the kid looks like her, so he's always going to be constantly reminded of her. So I was like, I could see that being a problem. And then when he gets older, I don't know, maybe he'd want him to turn him into a vampire and have somebody on his side. So yeah, because apparently I didn't know this, but I was looking around the wiki page for The Sims 4. I didn't even know The Sims 4 had a wiki page, but honestly, you could find a wiki page for about anything. And I found the wiki page for the other two vampires that live in the same world. Apparently they were turned by Vlad and they actually really hate him. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, there's no one on Vlad's side. Not that he needs it because he's like really strong. But like, I was like, maybe to have somebody on his side. Maybe he wants more like a minion. I don't know. Like, point is, it's left up for you guys to choose. And so that's basically the storyline that I have drawn up for Vlad. And so you'll see the baby room. Right now we're working on we just zoomed through like the outside. The outside was a lot of repetitive stuff, but working on the inside now. Red was definitely the color, obviously. Like I said, it's very gimmicky. It's like obviously red for blood. And yeah, I was like, I really wanted something grand, castle-like, a lot of red, gold, and black finishes. And you will see the baby's room is upstairs along with the spare bedroom. It's kind of like the spare bedroom is like packed away, got a lot of webs, boxes, and stuff. So that's probably where his old like love used to like live or reside, because Vlad does have his own room. It's like downstairs, you'll see it, and the baby's room. So Vlad's gonna have to be a parent. That's weird. Can he do it? I don't know. That's up to y'all. But yeah, it's a pretty spacious. It's okay. It's pretty spacious. It's like I said, it's 3 rooms and 3 bathrooms. You could definitely like entertain and, you know, stuff like that, because there is like a more entertainment room, the big grand like dining room. So that's fun. But yeah, through this whole process, I've really like noticed a lot of things about The Sims 4, and it's basically a lot of like the more of the gameplay stuff. Obviously, building is where it's at. I always say that building is like superb. It's the best thing about The Sims 4, but gameplay is really where it's lacking. And I'm so excited to get my hands on a cottage living just to see what it adds. I don't think it'll change much, and I feel like people are very hyped. I'm hyped as well, just because it's new. We gotta get that out of the way. Like, I'm hyped, don't get me wrong, but I'm hyped because it's new things being brought to The Sims 4, and I'm always excited to see if it's gonna change anything. Do I actually think that it is? No. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna change a lot. But here's hoping that the chickens are just as like, they're so cute. The cows are so cute. I love cows. And like, yeah, more stuff for us to like play with, hopefully. But I really would like to see more traits added, more likes and dislikes for sure. And then I don't know, in due time, I guess we'll hopefully get a lot of more gameplay stuff added down the line. So I can feel my voice kind of like going, and I hate to do this, but I feel like there's a bit left. There's like 9 minutes left in this speed build. You guys go ahead and check it out, see for yourself how this ends up looking. But yeah, the house here before, not my vibe. I feel like this is a lot better, you know, tooting my own horn, but I feel like it's a lot better. It's on the gallery if you guys want to download it and check it out. I hope you guys like the story that I have going for Vlad. I don't know, let me know if you have any other ideas. I would love to hear it also. And yeah, give this video a like if you liked it. It helps support me in the channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a hauls because I'm still feeling some sort of way. And yeah, I'll catch you all in my next video, which should be up tomorrow. I'm trying to upload every day, so I will see you all tomorrow.